My happy Halloween. Once upon a spooky Halloween night, I found myself immersed in a thrilling adventure that would forever be etched in my memory. The air was crisp, and the moon hung high in the inky black sky, casting an eerie glow over the neighborhood. As the sun dipped below the horizon, I prepared to embark on a Halloween escapade like no other. Dressed as a whimsical wizard, complete with a flowing robe and a crooked hat, I set out with a group of my closest friends. The houses in our suburban neighborhood were decked out with menacing decorations, cobwebs, and ghoulish figures that seemed to come to life in the dim light. Our first stop was the old, creaky house at the end of the street. Legend had it that an eccentric witch lived there, and every Halloween, she put on a spectacular show. The house was a sight to behold. A fog machine enveloped the yard, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. As we approached the front door, it swung open with a spine-tingling creak. The witch, in her tattered and mystical attire, greeted us with a wicked cackle. She cast spells, creating bursts of colorful sparks that danced through the air, leaving us in awe. The highlight was her cauldron, bubbling with an eerie green potion that emitted an enchanting, sweet scent. We each received a small vial of the magical brew and moved on, our hearts pounding with excitement. Our journey took us through a haunted graveyard, where tombstones seemed to whisper ancient secrets. Ghostly figures floated in and out of sight, and the chilling wind made it difficult to distinguish between the supernatural and the real. It was a perfect Halloween night, filled with spooks, surprises, and lots of candy. As the night deepened, we reached the neighborhood's grand costume contest. The streets were blocked off, and neighbors gathered to admire the creativity of one another's costumes. We marveled at the intricacy of a homemade dragon outfit, giggled at a comical duo dressed as a banana and a gorilla, and gasped in awe at a hauntingly beautiful bride of Frankenstein. After hours of laughter, scares, and too many sweets, we finally made our way back home. The moon had shifted higher in the sky, and the neighborhood was quieter now. I had to admit, I was both relieved and a little sad that the magical night was coming to a close. With our bags full of candy and our hearts full of memories, we gathered around a bonfire in our backyard. We shared ghost stories and spooky legends, watching the flickering flames cast eerie shadows on our faces. As the embers died down, we knew that this Halloween would be one for the books, a night when we laughed, screamed, and celebrated the enchanting spirit of the holiday. The next day, as I looked at the candy and trinkets from that magical Halloween night, I couldn't help but smile. It was a night of adventure, friendship, and the joy of being a kid again. Halloween had come and gone, but its enchantment would linger in our hearts, promising even more thrills and chills in the Halloweens to come.